plans keeping the Kartool spirit alive. What they told us is that they're ready to prepare a socio-economic plan, that's how they name it. It could very easily be a resilience plan. Okay. So it will cost €42,000. We say it should involve quality research on immigrants as well. We kind of wrote down some questions that the plan needs to assess, to address.
May I make a comment?
You may continue if you like.
Awesome. No, I only want to say that our perspective was they are contracting this plan, and we tried to think what questions have they got to make sure that the contractors answer for them. So that is kind of our service, to say, ask for this, and if you got this, you're going to be, in our opinion, on the right way.
That's excellent.
And I think
actually probably one of the major contributions which we could actually do, because we have seen a really successful community tackling all the issues, aware of all the things, and us coming from the basically researcher background mostly, we have tried to do those questions that should be answered, but also softly to indicate the things which we see are still not there.
Excellent.
So I think those questions are something that they might really find useful.
Brilliant.
As well as some other actions.
Really brilliant.
And we thought it was an awful lot of money, so
yes, and we thought it was
Yeah.
But you continue.
Yeah, so you can read the questions for yourself and just go through them very, very quickly. Demographic projections, that's one first thing that's very important. Demographic indication for the future. What's the carrying capacity of the community today? What population can they support in terms of services and infrastructure? What is needed in terms of infrastructure and social services to accommodate this increasing population in the future? And how to identify and manage the gap between the identified needs and projected services determined by national policy and country development plan. Also, what does the plan propose to ensure that all voices are heard and cultural diversities are respected? Remember, we have today 50 different ethnicities in the community. We have to make sure that all newcomers' voices will be heard, and there will not be a divide between old foreigners and new foreigners. How to develop also the community organizational capacity. That's quite important in terms of volunteer management, recruitment, fundraising, asset management, promotion, etc. So that they're able to face challenges in the future. How can Kartool best support its indigenous commercial and business sector? There is a business park with multinational pharmaceutical firms next door, yes, but how can it support its small business? And how can the community best maximize the benefits of multinationals located there? They know they must do this, and they have started doing this. They have created a local business association, and they're trying to reach the multinationals, and create bonds. Sorry? Yeah.
So then we defined a few spontaneous and pragmatic things they should do on the spot, or start doing right now. So due to the difficult situation with the county council, they must maintain their political presence by actively following a clear political strategy. What does this mean? They have an elected representative in the county council from their place, but he has to get re-elected. And we have interplay of parties, ideologies, and is it better to fight on an ideological basis, or is it better to bond and say, this guy, whatever party he comes from, if he's not proposing bullshit, we have to get him elected to ensure that we get what we need. To ensure the commitment of volunteerism is maintained by ongoing recruitment, that's also an important step. We thought of something like volunteer management, we had a feeling this is happening spontaneously because lots of people with an affinity, an idea, talk to this guy, there's somebody new there and so on, but can they make this even more institutionalized, more professionalized? To keep the spirit of the place, the ethos, by promoting and discussing it with the community. This means a kind of a continuous self-reflection. Who are we, and how does this be newly defined when we get new people? So like identity in between the past and the future. To ensure the volunteerism activity encompasses the needs of the newcomers through inclusion and support for new activities. That's going to be very interesting with the results of the research on the plan. And at last, base the integration strategy of newcomers on volunteerism and social services as they are doing up to now. It's like reinforcing that what you're doing is really fantastic. You got more?
Of course.
Oh God.
Like 3 more slides.
Yeah.
Of action.
So they were discussing what is going to happen with our rural identity, with our farming, agricultural past when we grow so much. We're going to become another urban area of Co-op, or are we going to maintain our rurality? So we said, well, celebrate and put this, make a case of this, and transport it into the community. Manage and promote success, maintain and develop good cooperation with the nearby communities. I think this was also an idea from